Hey, my Liptons. So I wanted to come in here and do a little bit of pop culture news. Um, of course, a lot happened um, earlier this week. Obviously with Nicki and Cardi. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Selena Gomez getting married. Um, we had a few album releases as well. Taylor Swift, dojacat, and so forth. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about, Isn't Real. Um, aka Israel, officially purchasing TikTok. So I have a question for the masses. Like, are we officially done with TikTok? Like, are we jumping on to Red Note? Because at this point, I just feel like, the world was a better place. When TikTok was under the Chinese government, okay? I never thought that you guys would hear me say that, but here we are. But before I continue on with this video, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's get up to 2,000 subscribers. Please, if you guys want to see any of my past pop culture talk reviews, I created whole playlists for that. Y'all guys can go watch my latest video on one battle after another. I did a film review about that, and I also discussed, I guess, the 2.0 beef between Nicki and Cardi. So you guys can go look that up on my YouTube channel. All the videos are up. So let's get into this video. So first, let's get to Selena Gomez. So okay, Selena in Tom Incline, bitch is gonna get in my So Selena Gomez got married earlier this week. I think earlier this week I would say. And she looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, I grew up on Selena Gomez. You already know. Which is a Waverly Place, Alex Russo. So it's like she looks absolutely. I love the dress. I love the hair. She looks amazing. Looks beautiful. Obviously, when it comes to her husband, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay, as the saying goes. And it must be the personality. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I think that Selena Gomez looks absolutely beautiful. Congrats to all the people. Listen, people who I grew up watching. You have Taylor Swift getting engaged. You have Selena Gomez got married. Who else? Zendaya's getting is engaged to Tom Holland. All of our faves, like even the Pretty Little Liar girls, like those are my girls. Okay, the Pretty Little Liars cast. So it's like when I saw them getting married and having babies, I was like, oh my god, I'm an auntie now. I'm an auntie because it's like I grew up watching y'all. So yeah, I just feel like I'm a part of the crew. But yeah, but here's my thing. I will say, when it comes to, and this really doesn't have to do more so with Selena, but more so with her fans. Are we going to hang it up flat screen with the trolling that y'all be doing with and it's crazy because it's like I'm not even like a huge I don't even say I'm a fan of Hailey Bieber, or just I mean I used to be I would say like I was more of a casual fan of Justin Bieber growing up. But I wasn't like a super fan. But like, as time goes on, anytime like I see their Instagrams, I notice that like a lot of times you do have the trolls mostly, and we have to be honest, it's mostly Selena Gomez supporters that be dragging it under Hailey Bieber and mostly Hailey Bieber's comment section. So it's like, are we gonna move on? Are we gonna you know what I'm saying? Like, Selena Gomez is now married to a different man. So it's like, are we gonna hang it up with the Jelena stuff? Are we gonna hang it up, please? I'm tired of seeing it all over my timeline. And it's like at this point, Justin has moved on. Justin has a whole baby with Hailey. Clearly Selena Gomez has moved on now. She has, she got married. So it's like I think it's time now for the how you call them, the Selenators, or the Jelena, even though the fact that y'all are still Jelenas in 2025 is crazy. But let's hang it up. Let's flat screen it. It's over. Like, because literally I saw this like when Selena Gomez got married. And because I saw it on Pop Base, and then it's like when I went down on the comment section, this is literally one of Selena Gomez fans posted this like side by side picture of Selena Gomez's wedding photos getting more likes than Justin Bieber's wedding photos. So it's just like, can we hang it up? Can we hang it up now, please? Okay, but yeah, congratulations to Selena Gomez on getting married. I love the wedding dress. I think she looks very beautiful, very very beautiful. Next let's talk about. Listen, Doja Cat's album flopped, and honestly, I'm not surprised. I listened to the album. a few days ago, and I don't know. I feel like, Doja Cat. It's like she gives me like the weekend tease. Like, they give us like this watered down 80s kind of music. And in the beginning I liked it. I would say, like, especially with the Say So and the Kiss Me More. I'm like, okay, yay, like, dun, 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 like, okay. But it gets to a certain point where it's just like, okay, like, you clearly, I don't know, like, it felt to me, this album, what's, how you call it, VI, whatever you want to call it, it felt like covers. It felt like a cover album. Like, she was covering songs and added it to the album. And personally, for me, I'm low-key tired of like this 80s sound. I'm not even gonna lie to you when it comes to Doja Cat. Like, I want her to give me something new and something different. And clearly the fans felt the same way too, because this album did not do well. And maybe because too she didn't really promote that well. Maybe because I did see a few magazine photos of her, but like, I don't know, like, I did, Doja Cat, I don't know. To me, it seems like she didn't really promote this album that well. I will say this though, I did like that song with SZA, the Take Me Dancing song. But the thing is, I like SZA's verse more than I like Doja Cat's verse on that song. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I can definitely see that song with SZA, Take Me Dancing song with Doja Cat. I can definitely see that song reaching to like maybe top 20, top 10 on the Billboard. But however, the album, it sold only 500K units. And she needs to, I feel like Doja Cat needs to hang it up with the 80s, like the watered down 80s vibe thing. Like, it's like, it gives me like the Weekend Blinding Lights era. Like, once the Weekend did that Blinding Lights era, that's when I kind of also started falling off of him as well, because it's just like, okay, like, here's my thing, like, if I want to listen to 80s music, I'm gonna go back to listen to the actual 80s artists. You know what I mean? It's like, once in a blue moon gave me some 80s vibes, but not all the fucking time. It's like Doja Cat did it when she first started blowing up, and then she's doing it again. So it's just like, at a certain point it gets tiring. So and the Gorgeous song, it was okay. It was okay. It was okay. Like, I can hear it being played at like a department store or something like that. So I don't know. I think that Doja, the aesthetics are nice. Beautiful gowns. So that's that. Listen, Taylor, okay, let me just, quick warning reminder. I did not listen to this album yet. Okay, I did not listen to this album yet. So Taylor released an album last night, and here's my thing, right? And I'm hearing mixed reviews about it, and yeah, I already know the Taylor stands, they're always gonna make things go number one and things like that. So of course, is the album gonna do well? Yes, but I did see some mixed reviews, I would say, when it comes to this album. And honestly, the mixed reviews part of it all doesn't really surprise me, because I'm just like, and I said this for like the Tortured Poets department. I remember I did a review of the Tortured Poets department of side A of it, and I was just like, I remember me saying in that review on my YouTube channel, like, yo, like, Taylor needs to like start up like a poetry slam or something like that. Like, she needs to start up her own poetry slam department, and like, because there's just some songs where there's just some things that don't need to be songs. You just need to get your heart out on a poetry slam, spoken word, snap your fingers, and go on with your life. Like, not everything needs to be on an album. And I think that that's where Taylor kind of drags it a little bit. Like, she oversaturates the market for me. Like, that's my beef with her. Because I felt like, I don't know, is it just me? Or I feel like Taylor never used to do that back when, like, I was younger. Like, when I was younger, like, Taylor actually put the hits on the album. You know what I mean? She put the songs that actually mattered and never put any filler into the album. But I feel like as time goes on, Taylor has been putting a lot of, at this point, the filler is overtaking the. Were there any hits in the Torture Poets department? I cannot remember not one song off of the Torture Poets department that actually is stuck to my mind. You know what I mean? So I just feel like Taylor really, really needs to. First of all, the fact that she even released another album in 2025 is crazy to me. Because I'm like, girl, didn't you just release the Torture Porn? Like, can the album sit for a little bit for us to get? But like, she just keeps clearly she has. Taylor clearly has like 100 diaries in her home, and she's just putting all them diaries into the music. So I'm just like, girl, just like I said, I think she will be a successful poetry slam. Like, if she were to start up her own thing like that, she'll make so much money. She will make so much money because it will just be her just talking, talking her guts out on the poetry slam. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, to me, the fact that this guy makes reviews is not surprising to me. I am gonna listen to this album to see what it gives, but don't be surprised when I do my next pop culture review and I tell you guys, like, listen, like, this album didn't really serve me anything, because the last time really when Taylor really like kind of snatched me out music wise was like 1989 for me. Like, I feel like 1989 was like Taylor's like peak for me. Okay, Swifties, don't get mad at me, but I'm talking about for me. Like, that was her peak. Yeah, so I don't know. Taylor's music as time goes on is just solely for her stans. Like, the casual fans, it's alright. Anyway, but I'll definitely give my review of. Well, no, I won't do a video about it. I'll just tell you guys if it's good or not. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Listen, I won't take too long with this one because I think these two, Nicki. You see, it's like I don't even know what to say anymore because these two is just. They started dragging it to the point where they started bringing up each other's children. Like, Nicki started calling Cardi B's daughter a roach and ugly and all these, like, just nasty. And then, apparently Nicki was also doing all this while it was her son's birthday. So I'm like, Nicki, like, you're crashing. You're on the internet. You're on Twitter on your son's birthday. Like, you crashing out on Twitter on your son's birthday. And I didn't even know that until Cardi said that. So I'm like, wait, what? Like, when she said that, I'm like, oh my God. And then, Cardi's talking about somehow she's going to see Nicki and she's going to beat her up. And when she sees her, she's going to fight her. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, in a way, it's almost like I don't want to give, like, Drake and that kind of credit because it's like Drake ended this thing with a lawsuit. But still, at least with Drake and Kendrick, they actually put music with the beef. We actually they put it in bars and they released it to the public, and we actually got some hit. We actually got some. We were enjoying. Nobody cannot say that we were not enjoying ourselves last year with the music dropping. Okay? We enjoyed ourselves with Like That. We enjoyed ourselves with Euphoria. We enjoyed ourselves with Not Like Us. I know the people really liked what was Drake's disses again? Push-Ups and the other one. What's the other one? Family Matters. There were actually some good songs that came out of that beef. But these two, I'm just like, mind you, Nicki is, and I know she's releasing an album in March, but I'm like, girl, just release the fucking music right now, because clearly you want back and forth. Instead of doing it on Twitter, put some of these bars in your songs and release it. At least make some money off of it. The same goes for Cardi. But then again, Cardi doesn't, and I know the party gang. Listen, y'all already know on this channel, at this point, I don't know. I just feel like if y'all call yourselves rappers, y'all should get in the booth and spit some bars at each other and make some money off of it instead of doing this online for free. Okay? Because clearly Kendrick and Drake made some money off of those disses. Even though the shit is now in a lawsuit. But, that's a whole different conversation. But at least we got something out of it. Okay? Like in my Denzel Washington voice, I'm leaving here with something. So it's like, the both of y'all ain't leaving here with nothing. Except for threats, wanting to meet up at a park to fight. And listen, let's just be very clear here. Nicki's not meeting up with Cardi to fight. Nicki is not meeting up with Cardi to fight. Because I did see those tweets where Cardi was like, "Oh, where you at? Where you at?" You know, talking about something. I'm in New York. And I'm like, listen, can we be honest? It is no shade. And I grew up with Nicki. Nicki doesn't come across as like she's not a Nicki. She'll give you. She's very witty. She'll give you one, two, comedy stuff. Like we'll talk her ish. But Nicki's not meeting up with anybody to fight. That's not Nicki Minaj. Cardi's more that type. Cardi's more like, I'm gonna meet up in the streets. Whether I win or lose, I'm gonna draw a little bit of blood. Nicki's not that type to do something like that. And clearly we saw that because we did see another angle of the Harper's Bazaar photo where you can clearly see Nicki looked a little bit distressed after Cardi did throw that shoe at her. So Nicki doesn't come across as the type to fight. But then again, Nicki might be also feeling herself because of that husband of hers. So I don't know. It's not even like I want to wait and see, because it's like at this point it's like I don't want them to fight. Just put it in the bars and like release it. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point with these two. I just think that Nicki really, really is ruining her legacy, going back and forth on Twitter like this, and just Nicki. I don't know if because this is alleged, people have been saying, Nicki's on something, that she's on, at least with Cardi's behavior, that's a part of Cardi's personality, with the yelling and screaming and fighting. But with Nicki, because Nicki was never like this, okay? Like, for the ones that were the old school bar, Nicki was never like this. So it's like, to see her in this light, it's like, damn, like, are you snorting something? Are you on something, allegedly? Do you have mental health issues? Like, I don't know. I'm speculating. I don't know, allegedly. So it's unfortunate to see Nicki in this light and going back and forth, because Nicki is such an icon. Like, oh my God, like, like she, musically wise, I prefer Nicki over Cardi. So it's like, to see Nicki in this light, it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. So, but yeah. Lastly, let's talk about this, child, and we're gonna end it here, because after it's like once you talk about some real shit, it's like you want to end it after it. So listen, Benjamin Netanyahu has officially, and Larry Ellison, I think that's his name, who are these like pro-Zionist people. They purchased TikTok. Like, they are officially the heads of TikTok. So I guess ByteDance and them made a deal with the Trump administration to basically give control of TikTok to the Zionists. Now, and it happened to me too. So my TikTok actually got struck twice. I had 2 strikes on there, and 2 of my videos and I think one of the photos that I posted got taken down because it was, oh my God, political, nonsense. So basically, if I'm gonna basically simplify it, if you basically talk about anything concerning the oppression that isn't real, is imposing on the Palestinians, your channel is they're gonna strike your channel down. They're gonna strike your account. They're gonna take it down. They're gonna shadow ban you, and most likely too, they will suspend your account. You won't be able to get your account back. So now, like, TikTok is so heavily censored to the point where you can't talk about anything but dumb shit, like things that don't really matter, things that are not like real life issues. Those are the ones that will get pushed through the algorithm, like pop culture news and that sort of thing. Which, listen, y'all are very lucky that I enjoy talking about pop culture stuff, because if that wasn't the case, my ass would have been banned off of all social media platforms at this point. But I also like to talk about political news too, because I want to also inform, the small niche audience that I have, and tell them about what the hell is going on in this world, in this country, and so forth. I already see. I was just watching, and by the way, you guys should go and look up Breaking Points. This is the screenshot that I got from them. They were talking about how they brought in one of the TikTok influencers who, and I watch his videos too, and he was talking about how, like, he's been getting censored a lot on TikTok as well. So now they're pushing, and also the Zionist regime is also paying influencers, so I believe $7,000 to push pro Israel propaganda on the platform. So here's my thing, right? Are we like so? But here's okay. It's like I feel like it's two things. It's like for one, it's like I feel like the cat is out the bag now when it comes to isn't real. I think that they feel like they can kind of get the genie back in the bottle with I guess brainwashing us into thinking that Palestinian good bad guys, Israel good guys kind of thing. But I think now people from all political spectrums have kind of waken up to the fact that the Israeli that country overall, because I think I was even seeing something where it's like even the Israeli population wants the ethnic cleansing of the Palestinians too. So it's like that whole population they've been told their whole lives that them brown people over there are your enemies. They're not human, blah blah blah. So they want to kill you, blah blah blah. So that whole population is brainwashed. That whole population has been completely, I mean, just like told their whole lives that Palestinian bad, Israeli good. So now you have the Israeli government, completely just taking over all social media platforms. They're already censored TikTok. I did hear too, Facebook is also another thing too, where they're taking down accounts on X or Twitter, aka, oh my god, I hate X. But X is also just, I mean, you can still post, but like you have to look for it. Instagram, I really don't post too much on Instagram when it comes to, I mean, on my own personal account, but I would post that kind of stuff, but that's for my followers only, and plus my account is private. So it's just like, I think that Israel really thinks that, okay, like if we continue to push pro-Israeli propaganda, we'll go back to the United States population will go back to supporting Israel, and I think that that's not going to happen. I think the genie is out the bottle. I think that people have waken up. Republicans, Democrats, left, right, center have kind of waking up. The population, I would say, not the politicians, but the population has kind of waken up to seeing Israel for what it is an apartheid state. And here's also another thing I want to ask too when it comes to you guys and what you guys think. Are we, what is this going to give? Are we jumping ship? Are we going to move to, Red Note? Because I know Red Note was something that at the time when TikTok got temporarily deleted, or how do you say it? Like it was taken out the country or something like that for like a few hours. And then people moved to Red Note. It's like the fact that TikTok was way better under the Chinese government should tell you a lot about the United States government. Like the fact that TikTok was better off under Chinese rule over the United States rule should tell you everything you need to know about the United States. Okay? Tell you everything you need to know. So it's like, and plus, like, we just need to be honest about it. When it was under the quote-unquote Chinese government, like, things were getting pushed through the algorithm organically. Like, it wasn't anything, nothing was done systematically. Nothing was done on purpose. Like, people that was getting genuine, just, like, motion on TikTok, it was regular people. But now you have, whole governments, Israeli governments, the United States government out here paying people and pushing them through the algorithm, while everyday working people who also make their living off of TikTok are going to be pushed down the algorithm, which I think it really, really sucks. So I don't know. I think, I don't know what this is going to give. I don't know if people are going to move on to Red Note. I know there are some people that are saying that they're going to delete their TikToks. It's unfortunate too, because TikTok has like a huge youth audience, and especially like under like more Gen Z and Zoomers and that sort of thing. So it's also going to be up to us, like, as like the regular everyday people, to also educate the youth and like tell them about what's really going on and not to fall for the propaganda and the brainwashing. So, That's just that on that. But it really really sucks that the United States, and this how you and honestly, this is why we need to hang it up with this whole like United States being a democracy, because clearly this country is not a democracy. Because if you go around censoring people and you guys come up talk about free speech, all the First Amendment, free speech, and you're censoring people, and you're getting people fired from their jobs, you're shadow banning them, you're suspending their accounts, and that sort of thing, you're getting journalists fired, then bitch, you're not for free speech. You're not for free speech. Like, it's so annoying. I hate it so much. Anyway, please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 2,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.